Hello and welcome to the channel. December 13th, 2025, Pyongyang International Airport. A military transport plane taxis to a stop. The doors open. Hundreds of North Korean soldiers in crisp uniforms march down the ramp, some limping, one in a wheelchair, all greeted by thunderous applause, waving flags and tears from waiting families. At the center of it all stands Kim Jong Un, arms wide open, hugging the wounded soldier like a proud father, his face a mix of triumph and grief. State television cameras capture every moment as the leader pins medals, drapes flags over coffins, and declares these men heroes of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. The official story: the 528th Regiment of Engineers just returned from a heroic 120-day deployment in Russia, clearing mines and rebuilding in Kursk after repelling a Ukrainian incursion. 9 soldiers made the ultimate sacrifice. The nation mourns and celebrates. But let's pull back the curtain, because this isn't just a homecoming parade. This is North Korea's loudest declaration yet. We are all in with Russia in the war against Ukraine. For the first time, Pyongyang is openly honoring thousands of its troops who fought and died on foreign soil alongside Russian forces. Kim Jong Un didn't just attend the ceremony. He turned it into a national spectacle. In his speech, he praised the regiment's mass heroism, their absolute loyalty, and their role in fulfilling the sacred duty entrusted by the party. He awarded the unit the Order of Freedom and Independence, posthumously named the 9 fallen soldiers heroes of the DPRK, and promised their families eternal glory. State media replayed footage of Kim embracing the wheelchair-bound soldier, draping the national flag over coffins, and standing solemnly as the anthem played. The message to every North Korean watching: dying for Russia is now the highest honor. And the numbers tell a darker story. Western intelligence South Korea and Ukraine estimate North Korea sent at least 14,000 troops to Kursk starting last year. Engineers, artillery specialists, even infantry, under a mutual defense pact that's seen Pyongyang ship millions of artillery shells, ballistic missiles, and now manpower in exchange for Russian oil, food, technology, and possibly nuclear know-how. More than 6,000 North Korean soldiers are believed killed or wounded, a staggering casualty rate for a force that's supposed to be clearing mines. Russia's own defense ministry quietly admitted last month that DPRK troops played a decisive role in pushing back Ukraine's August incursion to Kursk, but the cost was brutal. Entire units wiped out by drones, artillery, and Western precision weapons they'd never faced before. Kim's version? 9 dead. Heroic, tragic, but necessary. The gap between 9 and 6,000 is Pyongyang's classic information control. Admit just enough loss to show sacrifice, hide the scale to avoid domestic unrest. But the returning soldiers tell a different tale in private. Frostbite, homesickness, shock at modern warfare. One defector who spoke to South Korean media claimed survivors were debriefed under secrecy oaths, warned never to discuss casualties. Yet the regime can't hide the coffins draped in flags, the wheelchair welcomes, the medals to the dead. This isn't North Korea's first forward adventure. They sent pilots to Vietnam, advisors to Africa, but it's the largest, bloodiest commitment since the Korean War. And it's paying dividends. Russia's transferred satellite tech. Oil tankers dock weekly in Nampo, and whispers say Moscow's helping upgrade Pyongyang's ICBM program. In return, Kim gets hard currency, battlefield data, and a seat at Putin's table as an equal partner against the West. The ceremony wasn't just for the troops. It was for the world. Kim stood there in his black mouse suit, surrounded by generals and tearful families, projecting strength. Look, we fight and win beside Russia. We are no longer isolated. The crowds chanted his name. The anthem played. Fireworks lit the Pyongyang sky. And for one day, the regime let its people feel pride instead of hunger. But behind the pageantry, the cost is staggering. Thousands of young men, many conscripted, poorly trained, sent to die in a foreign war for artillery shells and promises. Families left with medals instead of sons. And nations still starving, still blacked out, still ruled by fear, now bleeding on Russian soil. Kim Jong Un called it heart-rending loss. The rest of the world calls it cannon fodder. This is North Korea's new reality, from hermit kingdom to Russia's most loyal battlefield ally. And the troops coming home in wheelchairs and coffins are the price of that alliance. Drop a flag emoji if this story hit you hard. Smash like for the soldiers who never came home. And subscribe, because the Russia-North Korea axis is only getting stronger, and we'll be here covering every twist. See you in the next one. Stay informed. Stay safe.